Welcome to iFeast Media. This is a lecture series on Quantitative Aptitude. In this class, we are going to learn the concept of compound interest and we are going to solve some problems on compound interest. Now, the formula of compound interest. Here, P is the principal, R is rate of interest and N is number of years. Because it is rate of interest per annum, we are writing here, we are taking the time as N number of years. If it is rate of interest per half year, we should take N number of half years. How many half years are there in the given time? We should take. Okay. Now, when interest is compounded annually, then the amount is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power N. So, this is the formula of amount. Then what is compound interest? Compound interest is amount minus principal. Interest is total amount at the end of the tenure minus, if you subtract the principal, you will get the interest. So, compound interest is amount minus principal. So, what is the amount? P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power N minus principal. So, you take P common, it is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power N minus 1. So, this is the formula of compound interest. So, whenever you are asked to find compound interest, we use this. Whenever you are asked to find the amount, we use this. When the interest is compounded annually, but time is in fraction. Time is in fractions. Say, suppose the time is 2 by 5 years. 3 years and 2/5 of an year. In that case, the amount formula becomes P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power 3 for 3 years multiplied by 1 plus 2R by 5, fraction 2/5 of R by 100. This 2/5 of R by 100, we should multiply this amount by this, you will get the total amount, right? So, whenever the time is given in fraction like this, mixed fraction, we should use this formula. And when the rate percentages are different for every year, like R1% for first year, R2 for second year, R3 for third year, in that case, we should use this. If R1 equal to R2 equal to R3, what happens? This becomes P into 1 plus R by 100 whole cube, right? So, this is first year amount. You multiply this by this, you will get second year amount. You multiply this by this one, you will get a amount at the end of the third year. Now, let us come to this problem. Find the compound interest on 7,500 at 4% per annum rate of interest for 2 years compounded annually. Here, the rate of interest is per annum and it is compounded annually. Both are same. Compounded annually. Compounded annually means what? The time unit is 1 year. For every year, you compound it. So, here P equal to 7,500. R is rate of interest is 4% per annum. And N is number of years is 2 years. 2 years. So, then what is compound interest formula? Compound interest is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power N minus 1. 7,500 into 1 plus 4 by 100 whole power 2 minus 1. R is 4%, N is 2 years. So, it is 7,500 into, this is 26 by 25 whole square minus 1, which is 7,500 into 26 square minus 25 square by 25 into 25. This 25 gets cancelled here for 300 times. Here again, in 100 you have 425s, in 300, 3 into 4, 12. So, 12 into a square minus b square, 26 minus 25, 1, 26 plus 25. So, it is 12 into, this is 1, this is 51. 12 into 51, it is 600 plus 12, 612. So, the compound interest is 612 rupees. ఆయన అట్లా చెరుపుతూనే ఉంటాడు. ఈలోపు మీరు సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి ప్లీజ్. కుదిరితే లైక్ కూడా చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ. Coming to this problem, find the compound interest on 8,000 at 15% per annum for 2 years. For 2 years means the total time tenure is 2 years and 4 months. Total time tenure is 2 years 4 months. Compounded annually. This is also given per annum. So, one time unit is 1 year. Compounded annually means one time unit is 1 year. and rate of interest is also given for year, 15% per annum, and P equal to 8,000, time equal to here 2 years 4 months. What is 2 years 4 months? 2 4 by 12 years. You should convert it into years. 2 1 by 3 years. I told you, if the time is given in terms of fraction 2 1 by 3, which formula we use for amount? For amount, we use P into 1 plus R by 100. What is R? It is 15%. Whole power 2. This number of years multiplied by 1 plus 1/3 of R by 100 whole power 1. Right. So what is 1/3 of R here? R is 15. So it is P is 8,000. Here it is 3 by 20, 23 by 20 whole square into it is 5, 20, 21 by 20. So this is amount. Then what is compound interest? Because we are asked to find the compound interest. Amount minus P, 8,000 into 23 square by 20 square into 21 by 20 minus P is 1 here. I took 8,000 common. So it is 8,000 into 23 square into 21 minus 20 cube by 20 cube. 20 cube is 8,000, gets cancelled. So it is 23 square into 21 minus 20 cube. If you simplify this, what you will get is 3,109. 3,109 rupees. So that is the compound interest. Coming to this problem, find the compound interest on 10,000 in 2 years at 4% per annum. The interest being compounded half yearly. Half yearly means one time unit is half year. One time unit is half year. But what is the total tenure of the time? It is 2 years. So in 2 years, how many time units are there? One time unit is half year. So in 2 years, 4 half years are there. So n becomes 4, not 2. And you should calculate the rate of interest. Here rate of interest is given 4% per annum, which is for half year it is half, 4 by 2. It is 2% for half year. Here n is 4 half years are there. For half year, the rate of interest becomes 2% for half year, right? So everything should be in terms of half years. Then what is compound interest? It is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n minus 1. It is 10,000 here, P into 1 plus R by 100, 1 plus 2 by 100 whole power n is 4 minus 1. 10,000 into, here it is 50, 51 by 50 whole power 4 minus 1. So 10,000 into 51 power 4 minus 50 power 4 by 50 power 4. 10,000 into 50, this you can write it as 10,000 into 51 square whole square minus 50 square whole square by 50 power 4 is 5 power 4 into 10 power 4, right? So this becomes 51, again you can write it as 51 square minus 50 square into a square minus b square. 51 square plus 50 square by 5 power 4 into 10 power 4 is 10,000. 10,000 gets cancelled, equal to 51 square minus 50 square is again written as 51 a square minus b square. 51 minus 50 is 1. 51 plus 50 is 101. Into 50 square is 2,500. 51 square is 2,600 1 by 625, 5 power 4. So it is 101 into 5101 by 625. If you simplify this, you will get 824.32 rupees. This is compound interest. It is somewhat difficult to calculate this answer, this value. But after calculation, you will get 824.32. You have to do it manually, no shortcuts. Now coming to this problem, find the compound interest on 16,000 at 20% per annum for 9 months compounded quarterly. So here P is 16,000, rate of interest is 20% per annum, and total time is 9 months. What is number of time units? What is one time unit? One time unit is quarterly. Quarterly means what? 1/4 of an year. Quarterly is 1/4 of a year. Year is 12 months. It is 3 months. So 1 quarter is 3 months. So in 9 months, how many quarters are there? In 3 quarters are there. So n equal to 3. And we should reduce R also from annum to quarter. So what is rate of interest per quarter? Per quarter means you have to divide it by 4. 20 by 4, it is 5% per quarter. 20% per annum is same as 5% per quarter. Number of time units is 3. So what is the compound interest? It is 16,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 whole power 3 minus 1. Is 16,000 into 21 by 20 whole cube minus 1. 16,000 into 21 cube minus 20 cube by 20 cube. 20 cube is 8,000. 16,000 by 8,000 into, here 21 cube minus 20 cube. A cube minus B cube. A cube minus B cube is A minus B into A square plus AB plus B square. It is 1 into 441 plus 420 plus 400, 1261. You better remember this, right? This comes many times. So 21 cube minus 20 cube is 1261. This 1261. So this cancel for 2 times. 2 into 1261, 2522. So the compound interest is 2522 here amount, compound interest. Okay. So coming to this problem, if the simple interest on a sum, if the simple interest on a sum of money 5% at 5% per annum for 3 years is 1200. First of all, we are given simple interest as 1200. And how do you calculate simple interest? It is PTR by 100 is 1200. What is P? On a sum of money which is unknown. So P into T, time is 3 years, rate of interest is 5%, which is equal to 1200. So it is 480, P equal to 8000. Now we got that particular sum as principal as 8000. Now find the compound interest on the same sum for the same period at same rate of interest. What is compound interest? 8000 into 1 plus same rate of interest 5 by 100 whole power 3 years. Same period means same 3 years minus 1. 8000 into 21 cube minus 20 cube by 20 cube. 20 cube is 8000. 21 cube minus 20 cube is 1261. So compound interest is, I told you this to remember in the previous problem, it is 21 cube minus 20 cube is 1261. Now in this problem, in what time will 1000 rupees will become 1331 at 10% per annum compounded annually? Compounded annually, time unit is 1 year and In what time? You are asked to find n. What is the principal? 1000 rupees. What is the amount? 1000 has become 1331 means 1331 is amount. Okay. So what is the formula of amount? Amount equal to 3031 is given. But what is the formula of amount? P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n is 1331. What is P? 1000. 1 plus, what is R? 10. What is the n? Unknown. So it is 10 times 11 by 10 whole power n is 1331 minus by 10 by 1000. By 1000. So here you have 11 by 10 whole power n. So you must get here 11 by 10. You must get here to the power something. You must get. Then only you can equate the basis and find the answer n. Right. So this must be. This is as it is 1000. It is 10 cube. And you check 11 cube is 1331. Yes. 11 cube is 1331. So n equal to 3. So in 3 years, 1000 rupees will become 1331 at a rate of 10% per annum, compounded annually. ఎవడు నొక్కితే సబ్స్క్రైబ్ బటన్ పగిలిపోద్దో ఆడే సబ్స్క్రైబర్. నువ్వే చెయ్యి సబ్స్క్రైబ్ నొక్కు. Now, if rupees 500 amounts to 583.2 in 2 years, amounts to, so amount is 583.2 and principal is 500 in 2 years. So n equal to 2 years, compounded annually. Find the rate of interest. So this is a direct one. It is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n is the amount formula. It is 583.2 and P is what? 500. So you can write this as 1 plus R by 100 whole power 2 because n is 2 years. 583.20 by P. What is P? P is 500. Principal is 500. So it is by 500. So it is 100 plus R by 100 whole power 2 is. Now here what you have to do is, what is 100 square? In the denominator you have 100. Here you have square. So 100 square is what? 10,000. 100 square is 10,000. So you should have 10,000 in the denominator, right? So how do you get 10,000 here in the denominator? You multiply this by 20 in the numerator and denominator. This becomes 10,000. 5,000 into 2, 10,000. And numerator becomes 11,664. 11,664. So because 10,000, 10 square, 100 square is there in the denominator, we made this as 10,000. So this is 100 square you can write. But what about the numerator? What the numerator is, must be a perfect square. So and that must be near to 100, right? Near to 100. 11,664 is near to 10,000. So, and you are having 4 in the units place. You have only 2 possibilities. You must have either it must be 102 square or 108 square, because 102 square ends in 4 and 108 square also ends in 4, and this must be 108 square because 102 square is very near to 10,000. It cannot be 11,000. You can check. You try 108 square. It is 100 plus 8 whole square, 10,000 plus 64 plus 200 into 8. It is 1600. So it is 11664. Yes, 108 by 100 whole square. So when you equate both, 100 plus R, in the place of 100 plus R you have 108. 100 plus R is 108. R must be 8. So the rate of interest is 8%. So coming to this problem, the difference between the compound interest and the simple interest accrued on an amount of 18,000 in 2 years. In 2 years was 405. So simple compound interest minus simple interest is 405. That is what given. Why? Because compound interest is always greater than simple interest. So you are given the difference accrued on an amount of 18,000 rupees. So P is 18,000 in 2 years. N is 2 years was 405. What was the rate of interest? So how do you calculate compound interest? It is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power N minus 1 minus PTR by 100 equal to 405. So this is 18,000. You can take P common, right? 18,000 I take common. So in this you have 1 plus, you are asked to find the rate of interest. R is unknown, 100 whole power N is 2 minus 1 minus TR by 100. T is 2, 2R by 100 equal to 405. So now 18,000 into, so you square this A plus B whole square, 1 square 1, R by 100 whole square, 2 into R by 100, 2AB term, minus 1 minus 2R by 100 equal to 405. 2R by 100, 2R by 100 gone, 1 gone, 18,000 into R square by 10,000. So equal to 405. So R square is equal to 405 into 10 by 18. 95. Here it is 45 times. 45 into 5 you can write 25 into 9. R equal to 5 into 3, 15. So R equal to 15% is the required rate of interest. Okay. Coming to this problem, a sum of money doubles itself at compound interest in 15 years. In how many years will it become 8 times? So doubles means what? Amount becomes twice the principal. What is amount formula? P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power N equal to 2P. So this is 1 plus, and here R is not given, you remember, R by 100 whole power 15, N is given as 15 years equal to 2. So from the first statement we arrived at this equation, right? From the second one, the question is in how many years will it become 8 times? So amount should become 8 times the principal. So amount equal to 8P. P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power N equal to 8P, because is here N is in how many years N is to be found, right? So 1 plus R by 100 whole power N equal to 8. So we have to use this equation in this. How? From this you find 1 plus R by 100. What is 1 plus R by 100 from this? It is 2 power 1 by 15. 2 power 1 by 15. Now you substitute that here, 2 power 1 by 15 whole power N equal to 8. 2 power N by 15 equal to 2 cube, you can write 8 as. So N by 15 is 3, N equal to 45 years. So in 45 years, at the same rate of interest, compounded annually, it will become 8 times. The principal will become 8 times. Coming to this problem, a person lent out a certain sum on simple interest and the same sum at on compound interest at a certain rate of interest per annum. He noticed that the ratio between the difference of compound interest and simple interest of 3 years and that of 2 years is 25:8. The rate of interest is what? So here we are given the ratio. So what is the ratio? Difference between the compound interest and simple interest. Ratio between the difference between of compound interest and simple interest of 3 years and that of 2 years. So difference between compound interest and simple interest for 3 years, ratio with difference between compound interest and simple interest for 2 years, This ratio is given as 25:8. So compound interest minus simple interest for 3 years by compound interest minus simple interest for 2 years is 25/8. What is difference between CI and SI? Compound interest. What is compound interest for 3 years? P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power 3 minus 1 is compound interest for 3 years. Here R is unknown and P is also unknown and a certain sum. So P is not given and you are asked to find the rate of interest per annum. R is unknown minus what is simple interest for 3 years? Simple interest for 3 years is PTR by 100. P into T is 3 years R by 100 divided by again compound interest for 2 years is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power 2 minus 1 is compound interest for 2 years minus simple interest for 2 years is P into 2 into R by 100 equal to 25/8. Now you can take P common in the numerator and also in the denominator and get it cancelled. So what is remained is 1 plus R by 100 whole cube minus 1 minus 3R by 100 by 1 plus R by 100 whole square minus 1 minus 2R by 100 equal to 25/8. So what is A cube? A plus B whole cube? A cube plus B cube plus 3A square B plus 3AB square is A plus B whole cube minus 1 minus 3R by 100 by A plus B whole square 1 plus R by 100 whole square plus 2R by 100 minus 1 minus 2R by 100 equal to 25/8. 3R by 100, 3R by 100 gone, 1 gone. So here R by 100 whole cube plus 3R by 100 whole square. You take R by 100 whole square in the numerator. Here you will get R by 100 plus 3 by 2R by 100, 2R by 100, 1 gone. R by 100 whole square is remained in the denominator is 25/8 and this gone. R by 100 equal to 25/8 minus 3 which is 25 minus 24 it is 1/8. So R equal to 100/8. So you are asked to find the rate of interest which is 100/8% which is 12.5%. R equal to 12.5% per annum is the required answer. Coming to this problem, the least number of complete years in which a sum of money put out at 20% compound interest will be more than double is. So a sum of money put out at compound interest, let it be P. Right? So what is the least number of complete years in which this sum will become more than the double? That means the amount is greater than twice the principal. After n number of years, here what is the least number of n number of years? We need to find out the n. So amount should be greater than twice the principal. What is the amount? P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n greater than 2P. P gone. What is R? R is 20% per annum. 1 plus 20/100 whole power n is greater than 2. This is 5. 6/5 whole power n is greater than 2. So 6 power n is greater than 2 into 5 power n. Now let us check trial and error. N equal to 1 implies 6 power 1 6 mine is greater than 2 into 5. That means 6 is greater than 10, which is false. So n cannot be 1. We need to find out the least value of n. So let us try n equal to 2. Okay. You take n equal to 2, this is becomes 36 greater than 2 into 5 square 25. So this is 50. 36 greater than 50 is false. So n cannot be 2. You try n equal to 3. 6 power 3, 216 greater than 2 into 5 cube 125, which is 250. So 216 greater than 250 is false. So n cannot be 3. You try n equal to 4. 6 power 4, 36 into 36. 2 into 5 power 4 is 625. So 36 into 36 is 1296 is greater than 1250. So 1296 is greater than 1250 is true. So n must be that least complete number of years, that least number of years for which the amount is at least twice the principal. Okay, so that is how you can solve the problems. So I have covered almost all the problems, different types of problems in compound interest. With this knowledge you can try and solve any problem related to compound interest. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video and share it with your friends. Thank you so much.